When dealing with a kitchen island electrical outlet installation where the countertop overhang obscures access, several solutions can be considered. Firstly, a direct conversation with the homeowner is essential. Clearly explain the situation, highlighting the potential inconvenience and code implications of the excessive overhang. Offer options such as modifying the countertop to reduce the overhang, ensuring better outlet accessibility. If altering the countertop is not feasible, explore the possibility of installing supplementary outlets in more conspicuous and accessible locations. Secondly, explore the option of pop-up outlets. These innovative outlets remain flush with the countertop surface when not in use, preserving a clean aesthetic. When needed, they can be easily raised, providing convenient power access. This approach minimizes visual clutter and enhances functionality. Thirdly, evaluate the feasibility of relocating the existing outlets to a more accessible location. Consider repositioning them on the side or back of the island, ensuring they are easily reachable and visible. This may involve cutting additional holes in the cabinet structure. Fourthly, investigate the possibility of extending the existing outlets. This can be achieved by utilizing a junction box and appropriate wiring to extend the outlets outwards, aligning them flush with the countertop edge. This modification enhances accessibility while maintaining the existing outlet locations. Fifthly, consider installing recessed outlets. These outlets are designed to be installed directly into the countertop surface, remaining virtually hidden when not in use. They offer a sleek and unobtrusive solution, ideal for maintaining a minimalist aesthetic. When selecting an approach, several factors should be considered. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates specific requirements for receptacle placement in kitchen islands and peninsulas. NEC Section 210.52. C2 requires at least one receptacle outlet at each peninsular countertop space with a lawn dimension of 12 inches 300 mm or greater, and at least one receptacle outlet at each island countertop space with a lawn dimension of 24 inches 600 mm or greater. Receptacle outlet shall be located above, but not more than 20 inches 500 mm above the countertop. Receptacle outlet shall not be located where the countertop is less than 12 inches 300 mm wide. The receptacle must be readily accessible. An excessive overhang may obstruct access to the outlet, potentially violating the NEC. Additionally, consider the homeowner's aesthetic preferences and functional needs. Some homeowners may prioritize a clean, uncluttered look, while others may prioritize ease of access to electrical outlets. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each option with the homeowner, ensuring they are fully informed before making a decision. From a practical standpoint, assess the existing wiring configuration and cabinet structure to determine the feasibility of each solution. Relocating outlets may involve running new wiring, while extending outlets may require modifying the cabinet structure. Finally, prioritizing customer satisfaction is paramount. Maintaining open communication and transparency throughout the process will foster a positive relationship. Addressing the homeowner's concerns promptly and professionally will build trust and ensure a successful outcome. When dealing with electrical wiring, it is essential to prioritize safety. Always disconnect power to the circuit before commencing any electrical work. Utilize appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Ensure all wiring connections are secure and properly insulated. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work, consult a qualified and licensed electrician. Before commencing any work, conduct a thorough inspection of the existing wiring and cabinet structure. Identify any potential hazards, such as damaged wiring or water damage. Address any issues before proceeding to ensure a safe and reliable installation. If extending the existing outlets, use appropriately sized junction boxes and wiring connectors. Follow all NEC guidelines for wire gauge insulation and grounding. Ensure all connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent electrical shock or fire hazards. When installing pop-up or recessed outlets, carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions. Ensure the outlets are properly sealed to prevent water intrusion. Use appropriate tools and techniques to avoid damaging the countertop surface. In instances where countertop modification is necessary, engage a qualified countertop installer. Ensure the countertop is properly cut and sealed to prevent water damage and maintain structural integrity. Coordinate the electrical work with the countertop installation to ensure a seamless integration. Consider the load requirements of the appliances that will be used with the outlets. Ensure the wiring and circuit breaker are adequately sized to handle the anticipated load. Overloading a circuit can lead to overheating and fire hazards. If necessary, upgrade the wiring and circuit breaker to meet the load requirements. When working with marble countertops, exercise caution to prevent damage. Marble is a soft and porous material that can be easily scratched or stained. Use appropriate protective measures, such as drop cloths and padding, to protect the countertop surface. Clean up any spills or debris immediately. When routing wiring through cabinets, ensure the wiring is properly secured and protected from damage. Use cable staples or clamps to secure the wiring to the cabinet walls. Avoid running wiring near sharp edges or moving parts. Label all wiring connections clearly to facilitate future maintenance and troubleshooting. Use wire markers or labels to identify the circuit breaker and the function of each outlet. This will simplify future electrical work and prevent accidental disconnections. After completing the installation, thoroughly test all outlets to ensure they are functioning properly. Use a multimeter to verify the voltage and grounding. Check for any loose connections or wiring errors. Ensure all outlets are properly grounded to protect against electrical shock hazards. Document all work performed, including wiring diagrams, outlet locations, and material specifications. Provide the homeowner with a copy of the documentation for future reference. This will assist with future maintenance and troubleshooting. Remember to always adhere to local building codes and regulations. Obtain necessary permits and inspections to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. Failure to comply with local codes can result in fines or legal action. When dealing with older wiring, exercise extra caution. Older wiring may be brittle or deteriorated, increasing the risk of electrical shock or fire hazards. Consider replacing older wiring with new, code-compliant wiring. If the existing outlets are GFCI protected or ground fault circuit interrupter, ensure the new outlets are also GFCI protected. GFCI protection is required in kitchen areas to protect against electrical shock hazards. Test the GFCI outlets regularly to ensure they are functioning properly. If the homeowner is considering installing additional appliances, such as a garbage disposal or dishwasher, ensure the electrical system is adequate to support the additional load. Consult with a qualified electrician to assess the electrical capacity and make necessary upgrades. During the planning phase, consider the placement of other kitchen elements such as lighting fixtures and appliances. Coordinate the outlet locations with the placement of these elements to ensure functional and aesthetically pleasing kitchen design. When selecting outlets, consider the style and finish of the kitchen. Choose outlets that complement the overall design aesthetic. Available options include standard outlets, decorative outlets, and USB outlets. In conclusion, addressing kitchen island outlet overhang issues requires a comprehensive approach that considers both technical and aesthetic factors. By carefully evaluating the available options, communicating effectively with the homeowner, and adhering to safety guidelines, a solution can be implemented that meets the needs of all parties involved.